Masandawana right here in Gauteng, right here in Pretoria, the capital city, 012. We are right here at Semi-Max Square. But today, a special episode that we're going to have. Wonderful characters, wonderful individuals are going to be a skipper.
Yes, sir.
Let me greet you first.
Yes, sir.
How are you looking powerful? I can see you,
You
in
love
your
my
new
jersey?
regalia.
New regalia. You love my
in your
jersey?
new regalia.
Yeah. This is new. If you can check here.
The rubbery badge.
I wanted those
Yeah,
words.
Today we are joined by the legendary Go Men Go. Go Men Go.
Yeah,
Go Men Go. Go Men Go. Go Men Go.
Mabusela.
Later.
Welcome to the
Get in,
Pitchside.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. And thanks for welcoming me.
You're mkhethu.
We are right here in Pretoria. Many people might not know. I also learned it today that you were part of the first team that actually promoted Mamelodi Sundowns to the Premier League.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, you'll recall that Mamelodi Sundowns was brought from Maravastad to Mamelodi and renamed Mamelodi Sundowns. And it was in 1979. And in that particular year, they had to recruit quite a number of players, of which I was amongst those players. And in the first year, we started playing in 1980.
1980?
Yes. Remember, in those years, it was not the 80-81 era, no. The season started in February and then it ended up in November.
Okay.
It was not, carrying over.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not carrying over to the next season. So basically in 1980, we played in our first year. We didn't click that much. But we finished around somewhere position number 5 or 6 or so.
And 1980.
1980.
We are talking about legends.
The history of the club.
Yeah.
People who brought the club from where we don't know, Maravastad. Do you know where Maravastad is?
Just you.
3 streets away from where we are. Yeah. And then they took the team to Mamelodi. HM Stadium. Oh, I played in that HM Stadium while I was still at Black Leopards. But I won't tell you the score because it's embarrassing. But what I know is that stadium.
Withdraw chair.
The score is obvious.
When you are talking about the score,
Yeah.
I learned something special.
Yeah.
That in order for the team
To be
to
promoted.
be promoted, there was a goal that was scored by the very person we're having today, Go Men Go. That goal during the playoffs. Tell us about that goal.
Yeah. Actually, what has happened is in 1981, we won the league, and then we had to go and play the playoffs. Our last game, we lost against PG Rangers.
PG?
PG Rangers.
Kiagoga.
It was somewhere in Joburg.
Okay.
And PG Rangers were then promoted, and we had to go back
The
to
second
the second
season.
division
Okay.
in 1982. We won the league again for the second time, and we had to go again for the playoffs. And that is where we said it's a do or die.
Yeah.
Because we cannot lose the playoffs 2 years in a row.
No.
Or else we will lose, the spirit and everything.
Yeah.
That is when we played against a club called Fal United, which was owned by Jingles Pereira.
Back then, yeah.
And at the HM Pitchside Stadium. And for us to be promoted, we had to score 4 goals and not concede any.
So it's supposed to be 4-0
or more. Now by interval, we were leading by a goal.
Okay.
So now we then thought that it shouldn't be the last year's story.
Yeah.
We really need to make sure that, we make it.
Yeah.
And when the referee blew the final whistle, the score on the dot was 4-0.
Okay.
And I was amongst the players who scored that vital goal that took Mamelodi Sundowns to the Premiership.
Who was the coach then?
The coach then was Frank Motsepe.
Okay.
I think he is an uncle to Patrice.
Okay.
Because I recall later when Patrice Motsepe took over from Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah.
That is actually the uncle to Patrice Motsepe.
Oh, that's
He's
nice.
the one who took Mamelodi Sundowns to the Premier League.
Oh, that's nice.
You know how coincidental can some of these things be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So, Papa, you have seen the team developing, maybe let's say changing from one generation to another. What has been the highlight of you with the club?
The highlight besides, being promoted, in 1985, the club was sold over to a certain gentleman, the late Dr. Zola Mahobe, who resides somewhere in Soweto. And I recall when he bought the club, management then called us, all the players, to say, guys, you must know that Sundowns has been sold. Now we were wondering as to what's going to happen. He says, no, it's a gentleman from Soweto.
Okay.
But the conditions that we gave him is the club will remain Mamelodi Sundowns. The club will still play in Mamelodi at the HMPG.
Yeah.
And you retain the current players that are there.
Yeah.
Those were the conditions that were given to Zola Mahobe. And he said, by all means, I'm buying this club with all these conditions.
But he's staying here.
And then when he took over, you know, he came with drastic changes within the team.
Okay.
Our salaries were increased, the bonuses were increased.
Okay.
He even took us to London
man.
to go and watch the FA Cup final in 1986.
Yo. So you guys have been people of style, right? So this style thing is coming from
Bafana style comes from a long way. From a long way. During
I see.
Yes.
So back then you guys were having this funky hairstyle, perm, your afros and all that you call it.
If you're a soccer player by then and you didn't perm your hair, you don't know where you're coming from. Because it was the in thing. You know? But the problem is when it rained.
Okay.
That gel of the pen somehow came into your eyes. And
sugar, that's
you
where the
have to
problem
wipe
is.
your eyes, every now and then or so.
Yeah. But what has been keeping you excited about, but let's say, what makes you happy about Mamelodi Sundowns, the current Mamelodi Sundowns?
Since I retired in 1982, I never stopped following Mamelodi Sundowns.
I can imagine, it's part of you.
It's part of me, even today.
Yeah.
And
yeah, no, he's Sundowns. Used to say
and I've been honored to say I should lead the Legends of Mamelodi Sundowns, of which currently is what I'm doing in the club, besides any other thing that I'm doing outside. Although not full-time employed by the club, but I am running the Legends team, which are participating in quite a number of activities.
I see, that's nice.
Yes.
It's such a wonderful time. Like I say, today's program, today's episode has got some exceptional and exciting memories because we are preparing ourselves for the game on Sunday against Polokwane City. It's going to be wonderful. So we're going all out in revisiting all the great days, all the great years, all the great seasons we've had throughout the year. Stay tuned, Masandawana. More is coming. Masandawana, like I promised you, we keep them coming, we keep them coming, we keep them coming. I've got another legend right here, and the legendary. I think the formation of this few minutes.
It's just three midfielders.
It's a three-man midfield. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome the great man in the Mamelodi Sundowns setup, Godfrey, the legendary Sapula.
Thank you, Sugar. It's a great honor, guys, to be here with you.
Every time I see a person wearing the Adora kit,
I saw one here.
And immediately the first face that comes to mind
is the small tent
is the legendary jersey number 10.
Those were exciting times. Those were exciting times. And it was also a pleasure for me to see him. For me also it reminded me of the good old days. But obviously, being associated with this club, even the generation before us, they had very, very good players who contributed massively to the growth of this club. We came, you guys came, and also this generation, they were able to, they'll make sure that they'll carry the baton forward.
Skipper.
Every time.
Skipper. This three-man midfield.
Kinna 8, we're not going to 10.
We're not sorry to go. We're not sorry to go.
No, we can't turn around.
Okay.
No, I want to come and 10 minutes over half.
Oh, okay.
It's so wonderful, yes, Goda, to have you. And people always ask, where are our legends? And we've seen you bringing up the next generation of superstars. You keep on bringing up the next generation of superstars. Your Mkulises, your Keishas, all these young players that come. Many people might not know that you are busy cooking the next generation of
Cookie.
Oh,
Yeah, cookie.
but I always wanted to do this.
Yeah,
Scholar.
No, we do. We are fortunate that we, even after our playing days, we're able to do what we love. You know? And even when I was playing, I always thought that where there's a gap in our football as a nation is a development of young players.
Yeah.
And I always told myself that after my playing days, I'm going to focus on that. And for me, the transition moving from playing to coaching was easy because I had already made up my mind that it's something that I wanted to do. I was very passionate. And when I got that opportunity, obviously within our structures, I grabbed it with both hands. And I'm been grateful to see all the players that you are mentioning, you know, coming from our junior structures, being able to play at the top level.
Now I'm excited and congratulations for getting those qualifications. What does it feel to be somebody who's been in the game and continue to be the student of this game? That's the number one question. Number two is, how does it feel to see a player that you have seen as a 13-year-old?
Yeah.
And one day, how does it feel?
No, you know, it comes with a great sense of appreciation. You know, for the opportunity that you are given to do that job. You know, we've seen a lot of those when I joined the academy 2011. I've seen a lot of players, as we're saying, they were very young, 14, 15. And I was also starting my coaching career. You know, if I mention a lot of those players now that are playing PSL, it comes with a lot of gratitude also for the opportunity presented in front of me. But also to say that I'm able to live my dream, which is to make sure that I contribute to change a life of a young man, to make him a future star. For me, I'm really grateful.
It's crazy how you've seen him as a 13-year-old, and the next time when you have this conversation about football, he even tells you deeper when it comes to the knowledge of the game.
I'm telling you, but also as you said, ask about the qualifications. I've done my CAF-B license 2012.
Congratulations, man.
So already when I started 2012,
I saw that.
CAF-B, and then I finished my CAF-A this year. So there's been a long wait for me to complete my CAF-A. Because there's been only one CAF-A in the last 10 years. This one was the second one. But it shows that we also know that it's not enough to say I've played the game, I know it all. We are students of the game, and we'll continue to be students of the game, because there's a lot of evolution in football. You know? I cannot coach based on what I did when I was playing. You know? Because the information is accessible to these players now. So I need to also evolve and be able to coach them. But if we are staying behind, the game is leaving you behind, you'll not be able to coach the coming generation. So you gotta equip yourself and make sure that you're also advanced. You know, you also have the ammunition to be able to make sure that you can, especially with the success of the club. You gotta make sure that we also at that level we're able to keep producing players that can sustain the success of the first team.
My God, the MTN 8 has started, my God, and you know this tournament how fragile it is, especially the beginning of pre-season. Some are still trying to find themselves, the combination. What do you take? What's your take on this coming match on Sunday?
Yeah, for me, I think we're gonna have a good match. And I'm hoping that we have a good match and we get a good result. Because where I'm looking is as you know, MTN 8 was never really in our favor in the last few years. But I think with the anticipation and the expectation to do well this season, I think doing well with MTN 8 will actually set a positive tone
to the season.
To also the season, to say the team can meet the required expectation, you know, which is maybe winning the league and Champions League and so forth. And as we know, MTN 8 lately has been eluding us. So I think if we have a good MTN 8, I think it will set a very good tone. And I'm anticipating a very good and a positive match.
You're actually right, because even when I was a player, you can ask him, I used to re-emphasize a lot about this kind of matches. Because once you do well, when you start well in the first match of the season, your season is going to be good, because then you're building up from a good match, going through to the matches that are coming. Actually, you're right.
No.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Masandawana, we are still right here. And as we are still right here, we also need energy, because it's getting much more exciting and the energy levels are depleting. Stay tuned, because more and more people that you will see today are going to excite you. We're going all out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still right here on the pitch side. We're right here in semi-max, and it's still happening. I told you, the lineup of today is exceptional. The lineup of today is legendary. The lineup of today brings a lot of memories. We are joined by yet another superstar, another legend. Babula Yekila.
Munda ke thabela wa mo mona kale ka sale bone bana
Kgale re sa bone maphelo iphitlhile ka.
ke thabela le mbiditse bana ka jeno
Yeah.
go engage le di-fan monate go monate
Kgale re sa bone
e khale sa bone di-fan khale sa bone di-fan
Maphela ke match ke nako ela ya season ya MTN 8. We itse ba gabotse how fragile this competition is to Mamelodi Sundowns in particular. How do you anticipate the match on Sunday?
The game on Sunday is going to be an interesting one, because Sundowns, they slow starters. From your playing days, they always start slow, because I know it's going to be a long season. It's going to be different. New technical team. New players. They have to integrate them with the team. But with the squad we have, with the squad Sundowns have, I think they'll easily take this one. It's not going to be easy, but I think they'll win this one.
Gila, I heard you earlier saying that you were playing a tournament. How does it feel to still be, are you still scoring the goals that we know you're scoring?
Yeah, Sugar Man, how feel, Everybody feel a talent feel. I think the goal will be something that I was born with, So I'm still banging them. I think Today, and later on we're playing a final. Hopefully I'll score another hit.
When you talk about scoring goals, I'm reminded about the game you came in as a sub against Ajax. And you scored from was it a corner flag? What can I call that?
It was more on the side, from the angle, from the left. But it was an instinct thing, man. I think the boost was behind me. I managed to turn guy, and I just saw the open. I bent it.
Mphela, so when you look at the sort of to come out of the context, when you look at the strikers in the PSL, what could be the challenge when it comes to scoring goals?
I think first of all, most of the guys, they use wrong technique in terms of using side foot. You want to shoot, the decision making, and there's lack of composure. Everyone is in a rush. But also this thing, you must remember when we were playing, we always stayed behind. We didn't wait for the coach to teach us how to score the ball or touch the ball. It's a repetition. It's like driving a bicycle. You have to repeat, repetition, and in the game it will come natural. I don't think most of the guys they do extra training they do extra training in Gabon. They need that. You can't just wake up and score goals. And I don't think they bet strikers. You don't just wake up and score goals. It means you've been scoring goals when we're young. But now you're in a different level. There's pressure. There's many things. So you need to do practice more, and hopefully they'll get it right this season.
Oh yeah. Masandawana, I told you, today it's something special. I'm taken many years back, and I feel like the last born today, because the generation that I'm seeing, generation after generation, it just reminds me how great the club is, and how many players have come and done so much. It's it's very easy for one to think that you've done so much until you hear the history of the club and you see how many people have actually contributed to the success of the club. And you see the changes taking place season in, season out. Players are getting better and better because of the foundation that was laid. I'm seeing strikers scoring today, and we always have to make reference
of what happened.
And that's that's the difference between Sundowns and other teams. You're talking about me, but I can always take you back and say Mambush. I can take you back and say Rafal Chuk, Timon Masinga. So that's the history of the club,
And right now, like you say, I was there with Ezra Minandoro. Ezra Minandoro, who was the one who was playing ahead of us, and we came, and you know what I mean. So I think it's a continuity of what the club is trying to do, and it's refreshing to see. That's why even the current players, there's no bigger gap between them and the former players, which is something that we should be.
We are still right here. We are still bringing more and more. Get ready, because this is a time where we are bringing all the forces, we are bringing all the support, the energy, all the memories to revive this Mamelodi Sundowns brand and keep on making you proud. Stay tuned. Masandawana, we are still right here. And right now we are taking it to the supporters. I want to introduce you now to one man. I'm also surprised why he doesn't have his beretta on right now. But the chairman is here.
All right. Yes. No, the beret is for special occasions. Sunday's game.
We'll see it on Sunday.
But I'll be wearing it. Right in front, there's Guppy, crew. I'll be waving it high and high as we eat and chow and kill.
We eat.
We eat and chow and kill.
We are right here in your area as the chairman of Gauteng North. Yes. How does it feel that Mamelodi Sundowns has actually taken the opportunity and made an effort to bring the club right here to interact and also mobilize people for Sunday's game?
Yeah, just to correct, I'm no longer the chairperson of Gauteng North. I'm the chairperson of Mamelodi East Branch. Yes, and to us as the executive of Gauteng North, this is something that we really appreciate, especially for game mobilization. This assists us to get more supporters. We really appreciate the supporters of Gauteng North and Mamelodi East. The morale now is really boosted by the crowd that is here. Even the players can see that the supporters are ready for Sunday's games. So this on its own, it shows that the crocodile is ready to eat. It's ready to chow. The mouth is fully open, wide open.
I like how he's ready to eat.
So my brother, as you're saying, the crocodile is ready to eat. Yeah. What are you, as supporters, what are you promising to the Masandawana players?
Masandawana players
this season,
last season, mostly the 75% of last season, we came in number to the stadium. But just towards the end, we started just to dribble. The number started to dribble.
Yeah.
Sunday, start there. First game of the season, 2024-25. We are filling up Lucas Muripe. We're gonna fill up Loftus Versfeld. We're gonna fill up any stadium that you ask us to come to.
But I must say,
we have seen how the crocodile space and the crocodile passes went in the previous season. This season, it's time for the crocodile to sing on the stands.
But I must say, Sugar, watching the match every time I'm with you on the stand, I can see the Yellow Nation has grown. For where we were to now, from 57 of us, I see now. And we have even improved and added some new songs in our catalog, which is so encouraging to see. And I would love to see this, and I'm urging you guys, the one who are in charge of these supporters, to make sure that they are coming into the stadium with smiley faces, because we want to show that this crocodile is hungry enough to eat all those meat that are in our water. So, but I want to urge you this season, because I'm sure this is the season where players need you more than ever.
Yes, true.
Because I believe in the Champions League and every match that we're playing at home, we should show and we should make the supporters, the opposition supporters feel. And I think it starts on Sunday.
Everything starts Sunday.
Yeah.
Polokwane City, it's so unfortunate, you are the first, it's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
But we are telling you and we are promising you, and this is an oath from the supporters. And I'm as the chairperson, the former chairperson of Gauteng North, I'm asking and pleading our supporters, let's go in numbers. Let's start on Sunday against Polokwane City, MTN 8. Let's go there, let's show the supporters, other team supporters, that as Masandawana, we are ready, we are fully grown, we are no longer 57, we are not even 67, we are not even 570, we are not even 5,007, we are 57,000 supporters. We are ready for this, we are taking it, the 8th time in a row, then what now?
We've done 7, Pagamisu 7.
We are Pagamisu 7, now we are going to the 8th.
Going for his number. Oh, going for number 8.
We are now, this one for Tombo Kekan. You know, where he scores, there's a very long range. Okay. So we must show that by being many on the stands. That the long range for number 8. Okay. Tombo Kekan.
I want to say something that I've recognized. Since we've been here, even the legends, they came out in numbers. Yes. The legends also came to support the initiative taking place right here in Gauteng. And then that tells us that everybody's ready for Sunday's game. It's like everybody's anticipating. What does it take as supporters to have such experience with the legends coming in and making time to gather like this and prepare, activate, and also make sure that everybody knows that Mamelodi Sundowns is back?
You know, this shows that the Masandawana ancestors have risen. They are here with us. Yeah. They are saying, Masandawana, we have done it all on the pitch. Yeah. Now it's time for the stands to rise. Imagine how many players have that. Yeah. You know, this is very special to us, guys. This is something that we should be embracing as supporters, to say the club is able to bring such players to us so that they can show that they are ready for Sunday. And as supporters, it's now in our hands to show that Mamelodi Sundowns, Masandawana, are ready for 2024-25 season. It starts Sunday. Polokwane City, I'm telling you.
Sugar, I wanted to tell you something. I thought I was dark until I met you.
Skipper, I withdraw all the comments I made about your skin color. Today we haven't seen the real. I think he competes with the Mambush.
It's a competition. No, Mambush is a blackberry. I'm a super blackberry.
All right. Dennis Onyango.
Oh, of course, Brian Onyango.
I compete with the best in the industry.
Coach Steve Kompela.
Yes.
I hope you understand. Masandawana, Sunday is the day. Polokwane City is coming right here to Pretoria. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Polokwane City. The first game of the MTN 8. I can't wait to see you there. Let's fill up the stadium. Let's go and support the boys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and make sure you follow all our social media platforms and get the best of Mamelodi Sundowns first hand.
Masandawana forever.
Masandawana.